Hello everyone, Fluffy here, back with another mukbang. What I have for you today, as you saw in the title, are these Jimmy Dean Delights Egg Witch. Let me get this closer. Wow, I forgot where we got this. Was it Sam's? Yeah, I think it was Sam's Club a while back when we went, and I had started to talk to the kid about the lady with the freezer meals and me wanting to do the egg cups. And she's like, Mom, you do realize we have something like that in the freezer. And I'm like, well, no, because I didn't remember. So I've had these before. I'll give you a rundown in just a second. I did a close-up, and I'm going to put it in right here. Y'all, doesn't that look good? I kept one in the package and kept the other one out because I thought, oh, I can't do a close-up because they're in the packaging. But I thought, dang that, take one out. So let me give you the stats right here of what it is. 6 net grams for one of these because it's a frittata. There is no bun. Okay, so I've checked out Jimmy Dean sausage before. Breakfast sausage, and Jimmy Dean breakfast sausage does have carbs in it. So with the chopped up veggies, and then I'm sure there's carbs in this sausage as well. It makes them 6 net carbs a piece. So that's 12 carbs. Right, what I have here is fresh blueberries, and I checked it out. They do have net carbs. This is 1/4 cup. It is 4.35 carbs for a 1/4 cup because it's like 21 something for a whole cup. So I only got 1/4 cup, and this is my salsa if I want to put it on here. There's trace carbs in here because there's only carbs from the tomatoes because I add no sugar to my salsa. So, and these little bitty spoons, y'all, they were so cute. I bought them, or they're plastic, at one of the times recently that I went to Dollar Tree. Even without, my salsa gets hotter as it sits. Even without the salsa, because the day I had them before, excuse me, I did not add salsa, and they're Jimmy Dean sausage. I mean, hello. But I like a little bite, so. What happened to my headband, y'all? I can't keep a headband. They flip on my head, so I may have to do this a couple of times. I usually put it back at the. I may just take it off and forget about it. Y'all, I had ordered this, and my daughter saw it. She uses it when she works out. She washed it, and she went to work, and I grabbed it. Here, hang on a second, y'all. Let me see if I can keep this on. We can play a little game. How long will it take Fluffy's thingy to flip up? Okay, let's keep moving. And then I took the kids' fa la 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 llama cup again. This is just coffee. The Green Mountain French vanilla. I'm not going to put it, y'all. Is it too hot for that computer? Let me feel. I'll put this down here. Never ready, Fluffy. Never ready. let's move on with the eating. So what I have on those blueberries, because I really wanted something fresh, is fake brown sugar, artificial brown sugar. The kid came up with it. I have no idea where she got it from. If I remember, I'll put a picture of the bag. I have a recipe. When I went to H-E-B, did I tell you I went yesterday? Rotisserie chicken was good. Kid was not happy to find out we had acorn squash. Remember, I did that for y'all? And I had the guys at the place cut it in half. I didn't know how this H-E-B, or where did I buy the acorn squash? We may have had it. But anyway, I cut it myself. I went slow and was very careful, but we had the rotisserie chicken and chicken. But I told you I was watching those people with the ready-ahead meals and stuff, and the chick, she's in her apron. I'll put her link up here somewhere in a card or in the description. She was the one that really gave me idea with the breakfast cups, even though the large families did it, because she only has 4 kids. I say only. That's a lot of kids considering I only had 1 and 2 for some years with the son. But anyway, she did 6 crock pot meals, and she did one. It was a balsamic chicken. It seemed low carb. And then she had only done a few of them, only 1 bag, because she'd never had the recipe before, which I thought that was a good idea. Then she had a link to the review of those meals she had never tried before, and the balsamic chicken recipe that she posted, she said it was a bust. She didn't like it. I had written it down because I bought some chicken drumsticks. They were on sale for 99 cents a pound, and I bought a package. I thought, what am I going to do with this? So I was going to do that recipe, but she ended up saying it was a bust, and she said one of her viewers or someone had a recipe, and so I wrote that one down. It calls for 2.5 tablespoons of sugar. There's like, I forgot what it is. I'll give you the rundown if I do a video on it. Everything else in it was low carb, because there's even carbs in soy sauce, but like 1 carb or something, it's like low. I thought, for 8 drumsticks, if I only did either 1 tablespoon or 1 teaspoon, if I only did one of those and the rest in the fake sugar, I should be okay. I'll incorporate those carbs in there. Because however much it is, it's a lot. It's a lot of carbs. Let's see. Let's ask. How many carbs in a tablespoon of sugar?
There are 12.6 grams of total carbohydrate in 1 tablespoon of granulated sugar.
So it says 12.6 carbs. That's to me as a lot of carbs for a tablespoon of anything, but it's Israel sugar. So, and it calls for 2.5. So figure if I only do 1 and do the rest of fake sugar, 12 carbs divided by 8 drumsticks, that's kind of low. So I may do that. I'll have to think, and I'll put it in the crock pot. That recipe requires to be put in a pan. But y'all, I can't sit there and watch the pan. So in a little while, I think I will put it in the crock pot. If it comes out good, I'll taste the juice. If it tastes good, then I'll do a video on it. If not, because it requires balsamic vinegar. Hello, Fluff. It's called a balsamic chicken. And I'm not a real fan of balsamic vinegar, but I'm willing to try it because there's garlic and soy sauce that goes along in it. My daughter loves balsamic vinegar. So, even if she eats it, and I have to eat something else, you know? Look, I'm putting them over here. And the box is empty because there's like 3 or 4 left. The kid's been having them for breakfast, so I kind of feel guilty that I'm using them up. We only got 1 box. They were on sale, or it was whatever it was a good price, so we decided to try them. And you couldn't tell it in that picture, but look at the peppers in those eggs. So what it is that the bun is eggs, frittata. And I think, tell me if I'm wrong, some of you foodies, the difference between a frittata and a quiche is the crust, right? Because quiche has a crust. Because to me, it's scrambled eggs. I mean, it's the same thing. But that's where you save on your carbs. And I suppose if you did this and made it bacon, then it would be lower in carbs. I almost guarantee it. But when I was at HEB, I saw the Jimmy Dean breakfast sausage links, and I always checked the carb count. And it was a lot of carbs for the small links. I can't remember. I mean, like not 10 carbs, but I think it was like 3 carbs a link, and they're itty bitty, y'all. No. This spoon was bigger than the freaking links. Oh, and I wanted to tell y'all, when I went into the HEB, they have the specialty cheeses and stuff in one refrigerated section. So if you're looking for a specialty cheese for Yield Texans for a recipe, they more than likely have it, but be prepared to pay a price. You know those prosciutto trays that have the breadsticks and the mozz cheese and the prosciutto that the kid usually takes to work? And it's like, what, less than $2, I think? If I remember correctly. No. In that specialty area, I saw 5 little prosciutto, was just a slice of prosciutto wrapped around a mozzarella stick, and they were tiny. They were like a little bit longer than about a length of a mozzarella stick, but half the cheese. There were only 5 of them little suckers, and they were little. For like $5, $4.99, and I left like a dingbat. I left my phone in the car. I never do that. And I was going to take a screenshot and show y'all the next mukbang I did. I was like, they got so shopping at Aldi's, yay Aldi's. Blueberries are sweet, cooling. I put like a tablespoon of that brown sugar on here because y'all said you could macerate fruit with it. Sprinkle it on top. And put a few drops of water to get the brown sugar going. Well, that blueberry was a little tart. So, 4.35, 12, 16 and a half. 16.35. I will have put the counts here already. That's good. For a breakfast? Now, notice that apparently I'm taking in an okay amount of carbs to affect my blood sugar or my A1C in a positive way. Y'all, I'm just almost giving up on this. But I needed to matchy. That's why I got this purple headband, because I didn't have a purple headband. I have a maroon headband. Anyway, so, but not enough to lose this weight fast enough. So, not like I was before. So, I don't know. I think for a couple of weeks, I'll do what I'm doing, keep my carb count super low. If I go over 20, apparently it hasn't really hurt me too much. As far as blood sugar, the A1C, he swear it's just the Trulicity, and I looked at the doc like, okay, I get no credit. I get no credit. Y'all, I've been out of the Trulicity last week and this week, and I think I'm out of prescriptions. I need a refill, and I should have thought about it and asked him while I was there Monday, but I forgot. So, plus, I don't have the money until payday. So I get paid on the 3rd, so I will call them either today or tomorrow and have them mail it in because you only like have 7 days to pick up the prescription before they put it back on the shelf, so I can't call too early so they could email the clinic to get a new refill if I'm out. And instead of being Mondays as my Trulicity day, it'll just be Wednesdays. So my blood sugar's been okay. Even with Christmas, I mean, it was up there a little bit. Hello, Fluff. You already know what you ate on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Hello. What do you think was going to happen? The only thing that I did not like, and I always tell you I'll be your own advocate, but I'm going to sit on this for a little while, because he does acknowledge there is a problem. When I mentioned my shoulder and my arm and what I think happened, because that's when the pain started, yada, 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 he said, I wish you would have told them to stop sooner. Because I had told him I waited about 45 minutes trying to hang in there, and then I just couldn't take the pain anymore. And he's like, because he said that potassium can deteriorate, ruin something, blood vessels or something. And but he's putting me on a holding pattern, and I kind of made a comment because I don't see him again until April. He wants to see me in another 4 months, which is typical for us. Just because of my surgery, I had seen him later. This last month turned into 6 months, I think. He wants me to do ibuprofen and Tylenol until then. And if there's still a problem, then he's going to send me for an MRI. I said, but doc, I've been having this pain, since August. And he just kind of looks at me. Then I'm thinking, well, but to be fair, you haven't tried anything. I mean, you've taken a Norco for your fibro flares every once in a while, but not really a regimen, and I still have it, and I need to do that. I probably just need to incorporate it in my pill box. So just to give him the benefit of the doubt. Because it may fix it. I don't know. So I wasn't happy with that. I agreed to it, even though I had concerns, because I'm thinking, well, he did, tell you to get on this regimen, and you haven't been. I mean, I take muscle relaxers every evening, but I just don't think it's the same. So that's where we are on that. That hand warmer thingy, I put it like, I didn't use this. I thought I was going to have to cut because I thought I couldn't hold the things. I put that thing right in here, and it really helps. It's like a heating pad. And what's funny is because it's metal, it stuck to my skin. So when I got up and let the dogs OUT, it was still stuck to my back. And I was going to leave it there, moving around. But I thought, no, with my luck, it'll slip. Because I wasn't wearing this when I had that on. I thought with my luck, it'll slip and fall. And if this house was carpeted, I wouldn't worry about it. But that on the concrete, I wasn't quite sure. So I just wanted to thank y'all for being so receiving of those sponsored videos. It was fun doing that one because it's a really cool item. I think that's all that's going on here. Haven't had a chance to put that up. The one card I got yesterday, so I put it right there because it deserves to be out. I forgot to get that card off the floor. Oh, we got to get ready. The housekeeper, my kid wants, we do certain things to stay within our budget. Like when the housekeeper comes, it's always the floors because of the dogs, and then she'll do my bathroom. And then the next week, it's all of the floors and the kitchen. And then the next week, it'll be all of the floors and my daughter's bathroom. Well, then it becomes more of a flip-flop in between my bathroom and the kitchen when the kid's not here because I don't get a lot of visitors. So once she cleans it, it doesn't need to be cleaned again until the kid gets home. So, but my daughter, new year, new us, she's going to the gym more often. I'm trying to get to the gym as often as I can. Went yesterday, I think I mentioned it, but I only went 6 minutes. This turned into coffee time, y'all. I only did 6 minutes because I hadn't been for several days, and I'm telling you, pushing the last few days of Christmas kicked my hiney, and I knew that I had to be still and rest so as hopefully to avoid a flare. So that was Tuesday. That was that was Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday. That was Wednesday. So if I'm going to flare, it'll probably be Saturday or Sunday, but I'm feeling good. I don't feel anything building. So I think resting and just laying it down helped a lot. And the fact that I'm building a little bit of strength with going to the gym. I'll never be perfect, but I told you before, especially in this coming year, I want to be the healthiest fibro person I can be. Does that make sense? So if I can fix anything else, make everything else better. Excuse me. So, what was I going to say? So I did 6 minutes, and then I did the massager. Y'all, another big old dude. This was a big old dude. The other guy complained about not wiping down his equipment. Was not. He was very fit. Well, this guy, and I'm not fat shaming him. Look at me. We probably weighed the same. My whole thing is, and I guess I shouldn't have even mentioned his size, but I see him on that same machine, that very first machine that the guy did not wipe down and another person sat in it. He was on that machine, and he gets up, and he is just sweating worse than the first guy. And we will. People our size, when we work out even just a little bit, we're just going to be pouring sweat. So he gets up, and he looks like his arms are in pain because it's some kind of arm machine. And he's walking around, that all of a sudden he walks real quick without wiping the machine down to the back. And in the back is where the restrooms are. So I'm thinking, okay, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt, you know. So he runs back there. I thought maybe, pushing down or whatever, he has to rush, like we do sometimes. But when he comes back, he takes off out the front door, and I didn't have a chance to holler at him because by the time I'm in my thing, listening to my headphones, and when I look over, he's halfway to the door. Didn't wipe his machine down. So I continued on my walk, and then when I went to do the massage chair, check in to go into the massage chair, there is ball sweat on the chair because Mr. Gross did not wipe his stuff down. She kind of grinned and she goes, "Which one, ma'am?" I said, "This one." So she ended up wiping it down. Folks, how hard is it to not be nasty? You want to be nasty in your house? That's one thing. But don't be nasty out in public where people have to sit in your ball sweat. Now, some of you might say, well, you just said because you're not into guys. You know what? I don't want to sit in another woman's hoo-ha sweat, okay? No. Wipe your stuff down. Okay, I'll get off that horse. Something I said I wanted to talk about. It's not really serious. It's just a question. And because I ain't about to mention names. I about to draw drama to my channel. You'll know how I feel about drama. There's too many chronic illness people here that you don't need that mess in my channel. But I was watching several videos, okay, about a topic, and they were talking about copyright issues and people complaining about it. The way I understand it, under the fair use law, you can legally use someone else's video as long as it's for educational purposes. It's for a parody. It's educational. You add your own commentary. You add your own stuff to it to change it. In other words, someone could not just take my video and put it on their channel and just play it. They'd have to add commentary. They'd have to say it was educational or it was a parody, put extra stuff here to make fun of me, okay? So I get that. My question is, because someone did a video explaining it, okay, because apparently there's some issues out there in the YouTube universe that's going on. And they were talking about how a channel got told on for copyright infringement when it really wasn't, and he explained why it wasn't. Okay? So I wanted to do the comment, but I didn't want who he was talking about, those viewers coming over here trying to bash me, okay? Because I'm a large person eating food in front of the camera, they would have a lot of ammo. Okay. So, my thing is, and I've said it before, and so while it's not a copy, and if y'all have read this policy, my other YouTubers, and you know it better than me, maybe explain it to me, because somewhere in the YouTube community rules, it says that you cannot monetize third-party content unless you have their permission to use it. Okay, so that's a little different than copyright. So do you know what specifically that means? Because the people that was being discussed, I'm thinking, okay, but by what I read, from what I understood as the community guidelines, they were in violation of that community guideline. Now, I'm not trying to start trouble. It's just that, excuse me, I want to know for me. You know what I mean? I mean, if I happen to find myself in a video on somebody else's channel, I don't want to make a big fuss about it if I have no business doing it. I don't want to accuse somebody falsely. I don't want to report anybody falsely. You know, I do have a sense of humor. It would depend in what context, but I don't want to do anything until I know what the proper rules are. You know what I mean? I mean, I haven't seen it anywhere. I hope that I never will be. But I just want to know. So that's what I wanted to discuss, because there's just a lot. I try to, you know, that's all over here, and I'm trying to be over here. And then one of the things that was discussed was that one of the people were going around and deleting all the nasty comments. And from what I understand, it was a bunch of them. And so I'm thinking, well, I do that. I don't get a lot of trolls, knock on wood, but I do delete and block, you know. And the comment was, you know, you don't care what your viewers say to you, you don't care about what your viewers' opinion is. So if they don't agree with you, then you're going to delete them. The way I see it is, usually it's not a subscriber or a regular viewer that does the trolling, that makes the ugly, unnecessary, hateful comments. It's somebody who comes on my channel and watches a big girl eat, and that's when they make a comment. If somebody's on here and disagreeing with me, like in this video, no, Fluffy, you're wrong. It's not a violation, yada, yada, yada. Okay, that's your opinion. I welcome people's opinion, but don't be ugly. You don't have to be hateful. You get what I'm saying? And I have left comments that weren't agreeing with me, but they said it in a respectful way, so I kept the comment up. You know what I mean? So what do you think about that? What's your opinion? Please, no names. If you know who I'm talking about, whose video I watched, or that person who they were talking about, do not, I'm going to put it right in here, do not put names in my comments, because I want to keep it anonymous. Even if you know, I know it's a real big news right now. I don't need the drama drawn to this channel, okay? Because I'm going to break my finger deleting comments. I just want your opinion about the subject matter. Like, do you know the rules on that, about what third-party contact is? Because if I made a parody video about one of the YouTubers that I watch, is that second-party content? So what would be considered third-party content? Because I could have swore that's what it said. So, I don't know. Just trying to get it right. Just trying, you know me, I try to follow YouTube guidelines because I like this channel and I don't want to lose it. You know, the person was talking about, yeah, if your channel gets shut down, you can pop up with another name, but AdSense is who Google filters your payment through, and you have to put your social security number in there, and AdSense will not let you have a different AdSense account using the same social security card. So apparently there was a problem with somebody's, you know, small channel being shut down, and now they're kind of screwed. So I don't know. I don't know all about that. I feel for if it was falsely done. I feel for them, but then again, who wants to be made fun of? But I mean, if it's illegal for you to do that and you're not violating any YouTube community guidelines, then it just becomes a matter of, is it right or wrong to do such a thing? And that's just everybody's opinion. It's nothing legal that can get you in trouble. So anyway, that's what I want to discuss, and it just really didn't belong in a mailbox video. So I'm going to get the, because the crock pot setting on the Instapot is 4 hours, and so the kid will be home by 5, so I still have some time. I can get this video edited and uploading and stuff, and still be able to do that. So if I do another video, I won't be filming to at least 5:30 or so, which probably gets it up by 8 p.m. or something, depending on how much adding I have to do. So something else I was going to say. The last few videos, there's something going on either with the editor. The editor might be purposely slowing me down because it's been pushing me to upgrade this editor. It's where I'm filming from right now. And so it's starting to take, doing it regular, like where I can enhance the upload. It's taking longer because it says something was shut down due to a problem. But there's also a section where I can upload it straight to YouTube. It doesn't ever work. It always says there's a problem because Sarge had that issue as well. If I go through that option, then it's up like that. But then I don't have the choice of upgrading the quality. So I'm hoping somebody mentioned some of the fuzzy ones. It's such a pain to use my phone, y'all. But if these don't improve, I may just have to go back to doing it with my phone, because I want to give y'all as good quality as I can. We're low rent here, and I would love.
I'm not able to do that. I'll keep learning to make your experience better.
What do we used to call it? My bitch of the box. It's Bixby. There's certain things I say, it activates her. I don't ever use her. I just holler out to Google. What was I saying? Oh, we're low rates. What I love, what is it, the GoPro? Hell yeah, but have you seen those prices? I don't even think so. There's other things that I could be doing. I could be buying. Health-wise, like my freaking Trulicity, right? And I still haven't gotten the book where it tells me, I mean, I got a real thick book, and I guess I need to look at that, but I thought it was going to be a different magazine where I could buy the medical supplies and stuff and find out about a free gym. I'm hoping I could just use my current account and flip it over and let them pay for it. So we'll see about that. But I haven't been able to find out about that. If you had to read the flipping catalog, they set you flat. It's a real thick rules and regs and stuff in there. So the perks are probably in there as well. I guess that's it. If I think of something else, I'll try to jot it down so that I can add it to the next mukbang, which hopefully will be tonight. I think I still feel good enough that I could stand and fill the Instapot. Oh, what I got my kid, y'all, she was not happy, but I was saving a little bit of money back to get it, is I got her a 3-quart Instapot. What we have is like 6-quart, I think. 5.5, 6-quart. So this is a real teeny tiny 3.5-quart Instapot because she had purchased that Instapot that we use in the house for her trips out of town to cook herself stuff. So I thought, well, this Instapot is so much smaller that she can travel better with her. But remember I told you that they usually authorize a truck, and it takes trunks for them to take so they can take dishes and stuff. For some reason, they're not authorized this time. They can take an extra suitcase with them, but they're not authorizing them to have one driven down there, so she won't be able to take it with her. So she said, I'll be all right, Mom. She says, I think the hotel we're going to, is because of that, is going to have like a mini kitchen, so she'll have what she needs there. So, but anyway, that's what I got her, and I couldn't tell you that before. What I got for Christmas was, y'all, this is 33 minutes. I got to let y'all go. This has turned into coffee time. I got a panini press. Now, I've always wanted a panini press, but now I can't have a lot of bread. But I'll check the instructions and stuff, and I'm sure that I'll be able to do more stuff on it. I mean, I've got the low-carb bread that I can do a panini press. I could probably do a quesadilla in there with my low-carb tortillas or wraps. You know what I mean? So I'm not disappointed. I've always wanted one, and now that I have them, and if I ever have a cheat day, I'll have it. Or if the kid wants to make herself a panini, you know, she doesn't have to eat what I eat. And then I got it's a sign, but it's lighted. It almost looks like an adult light bright is what it looks like. So I know y'all missed the chalkboard. So hopefully this will be easy enough that I could put it together real quick. If nothing else, if it just has my channel name on it, that would be kind of cool to have. So that's what I got for, because remember we draw names and my little sister got me. So that's what she gave me. So I was really excited about that. I'd have been happy with Bath and Body Works, but that was a surprise because my kid goes, "What do you want?" My aunt's asking me. Then my aunt got mad. "You weren't supposed to tell her." She's like, "My mom's sharp. She's going to know." She's going to know why I'm asking. So, God bless y'all. Positive vibes out to each and every one of you. Remember to always be kind and be your own advocate. I love y'all, and I will talk to y'all real soon, okay? Bye.